All right, let's take a look at this next one now. The first thing I noticed is if I view this in Acrobat in full screen, I just see one page at a time. So it's hard to judge the spreads. So let's go back and let's look in InDesign and how to export the InDesign file as a PDF. What you do is you do File, Export, and then you're going to choose PDF Print. And then once you click on Save, you're starting the export. And what you need to do is choose Spreads, not Pages, Spreads, and then click Export. Okay, so let's do that next time, and you'll have your file prepared correctly. All right, I'm really glad to see a cover here. Let's talk about the use of red. I think it's kind of artistic and interesting that the T is in red, but I don't know of any other purpose other than to be artistic. So I think I would switch it to all of arts being in red or all of MI, Michigan, being in red, kind of having a purpose to that. Next, I would take the website and the email and put it down here. And might make this a little bit bigger, the volume number and such. So you have these stages. Oh, can't show you that. So that's an idea there. Okay, now this stuff is all on the cover, so there's no reason for this stuff to be here anymore. So get rid of that. And then state of the art needs to be here and big and bold and stronger than this. So, maybe even it runs across and this bit's smaller. I don't know. But right now, this guy beats that guy. And you need this to be the first read. So drop this, put state of the art up here and make it really big. And then we'll see what we'll have to do with this. I'm not sure. You're still using this secondary typeface, which really doesn't match your first choice of typeface, so I would still question that. I still notice these great big gaps after the apostrophe and before the S. I don't know how those are getting in there. And there right after the apostrophe too. I don't know what it is about that typeface that does that. I like the little triangle. That's really fun. And in fact, you got a little triangle here. That could be part of your theme, and I'd be tempted to put it in the corner or something to kind of introduce it and say, well, not literally, but show triangle, black, white, red, your lines as your elements that you're going to use as your theme throughout the book. Okay, this orange still seems too independent of this red to me. So let's go to Illustrator now. And let's see if I get a new new page. And I'll make a red. And get an orange like your orange. I think your orange. What if I can grab that? I guess I could grab it through a screenshot. So the colors you're using are here. I go back and I place the screenshot. then I can grab this and say that red, and I can grab this and say that orange. Okay. So to me, they got to be a little closer together, just too distinctly different from right now. So I'm just gonna show you what I would do. I would probably so here you have a red now, and you have a red orange. And maybe those aren't different enough. Maybe we need to go this far. So we're distinctly different, but far more related than where we were before. These are just two distinctly different colors. This one, they share a little bit more. So this is what I would suggest for your colors, is more of a red-orange. If you want to see the color breakdown on that, I'm working in RGB right now, so let's see, CMYK. It's 282, 101, basically. So there's my suggestion. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. And again, I won't be using that typeface. No, not working. This one is okay with this. They work together, so you could replace that there. This box seems kind of small. So I'd probably think your grid probably lines up right there. I'd probably take the box out to the edge of the grid. And this lines up with the grid there. And then I would just blow these up, everything, just to fit that space. You got extra space up there, you can just drop the bar lower. And then see that big gap behind your apostrophe? It's happening here. I don't get it. I don't know why this typeface you chose has these gigantic gaps. Look at that. They're really weird looking. So okay, so a stepping stone here would be appropriate. A stepping stone here would be appropriate. Maybe the names in bold would be appropriate. And these two guys are exactly the same. So how do you differentiate these two? Maybe this one goes with a background tone, like a light gray, or maybe a light orange or a red. Yeah, these things are working. You might want a stepping stone here. Go from corporate circle to this, and then that. I would definitely go to a dash line for this around the pledge form. This Seattle luncheon feels kind of crammed in there, and you got space on the back. You might want to put it on the back. Oh, and whatever you decide to do with the red T, maybe you make arts all red or MI red and this white. Whatever you do, be consistent with it throughout the whole booklet and use it the same way everywhere. Okay, I got one idea about what we can do with these gaps. I don't know if it's going to work with yours, but oh look, this is not supposed to be indented. How did that happen? Okay, there. Don't even have it saved. Let's make one of those things. We're seeing stuff like this, apostrophe, and then a space, and an S. So I'm just going to grab the apostrophe, the space, and the S. And then I'm going to do File, and, well, Command F for find. And then I'm going to say find what? Well, oh man. Copy that, Command F find, paste that. Okay, find apostrophe space S and change to apostrophe S. And then I'm going to say done. Okay, it still remembers what I put in last time. And then I'll say find, change all. And it found it and it changed it. So if those are spaces in there that we could replace, we could use Command F to find them and change them all. If it's a typeface, which I'm not sure it is, and you might want to switch to a different typeface or something. Oh, and again, you don't need to indent that part right there. All right, I hope that's some helpful feedback. I look forward to seeing yet another improvement to this document. Good job.